I have to say exactly what Joe said is Ben, through a mutual friend of ours, put me in touch with Ben and said to me, "Do you want to talk to this guy about maybe some guitars for students at camp?" And I said, "Oh, sure, that sounds good." And then I talked to him on the phone, and I started telling him, you know, you guys all know we have an elementary camp that had 225 kids at that camp. We had a middle school camp with 260 students, as well as this camp. And I said, Ben said, "Well, how about, what would you think about 200 guitars?" I thought that was insane. And I said, "Okay." And then honestly, man, I didn't really think it was going to happen.
Yeah. I know.
But then we kind of waited, and then I kind of got introduced to Chris, and then suddenly they were talking about shipping a lot of guitars here. But I wanted to ask these guys to talk a little bit about why they're giving guitars out to our camps. Ben, would you mind talking about your organization?
Would love to. Thank you so much. And this place is amazing. So I run Free Guitars for Kids. We're a national nonprofit, and we believe every kid should have the opportunity to experience the joy and the tangible benefits of owning a musical instrument. It's really hard for a lot of people to be able to afford to do that, but we believe that music can change lives. It's so important. And I want to say something to all of you with the guitars and all of you out here, is as grown-ups, we need prophetic voices. We need to hear from you. Our world needs to hear what you have to say. And so it's super important for you to use these guitars to write songs for us to hear and to speak the truth so we can know and you can shape our world. And I can't wait for someday for one of you to be standing on stage, getting your Grammy, saying, "I got my first guitar from Free Guitars for Kids at the Sitka Fine Arts Camp." And I would be crazy not to tell you this story real quick. It's super short. But I was wearing my Free Guitars for Kids sweatshirt in the Seattle airport, and this lady came up and said, "Tell me more about that." Well, that lady happened to be Chris's wife, who's here. Sarah, where's Sarah? Picture of herself. There she is. And she's like, "My husband works for Alaska Airlines. Like, we should talk." And I talk to a lot of people, and I always hope they'll reach out to me, and they never do. And she did. And then Chris and I started talking, and the next thing we know, Alaska Airlines connected us to you. And then Alaska Airlines volunteered to ship the guitars up here. And it's just like, you never know. So be willing to talk and tell your story and share your story, because people want to know, and you never know what's going to happen. But I'm super grateful for this guy. He worked super hard to get these guitars here. So, and we are so excited to be here. We can't wait to rock out with you tonight. And I think we're going to take some pictures.